Did you know you get a yeast infection on the face? Sure, you already knew you can get yeast infections on your vaginal area, and even men can get it on their genital area. But most probably, you've never heard of yeast infection in your face. It may sound scary, but it is possible. Just because you have not heard of it does not mean it does not exist. If you ask your doctor about it, he will tell you that it is possible to get yeast infection in your face. Lots of people have asked if getting a yeast infection in your face is possible. Some others have never thought of it. And sadly, some have suffered it too. Yes, it is possible. How can it be possible? Yeast infection is mainly a skin infection, so the fungus can grow in almost any part of your skin. Actually, fungi grow everywhere in our body, including your face. The ideal environment for the fungus to develop is a moist and warm one. If a certain area gets too wet and warm, your regular yeast will increase in that zone. This is the main reason for the yeast infection to appear, as for any other yeast infection in any part of your body. What causes a yeast infection on your face? Common causes of a yeast imbalance on your face include lack of hygiene, excessive sweating, licking around your mouth, harsh facial products, rough scrubbing, facial tissue irritation. Face yeast infection symptoms. Common symptoms of a yeast imbalance on your face include itching, ulcers, dry skin patches, burning, pimples. Best remedy for yeast infection on face. You should always be careful when treating facial yeast infection or skin conditions, as the skin on your face is sensitive. You could experience reactions to medications or treatments that you apply to your face even if you don't have a reaction on other parts of your body. An infection is caused by a fungus called Candida. Candida and yeast infections need a living host as well as a warm, moist, dark place to survive and thrive. They feed on sugar, yeast of course, starches, and carbohydrates, to name a few. Diets rich in these ingredients will oftentimes cause a person to have a breakout on the face or any other part of the body. The best way to cure these outbreaks is to balance your diet again, as well as your pH level. An acidic pH level will also allow disease and illness to break out in the body. Also be aware of the fact that steroids and antibiotics also can cause a yeast infection or candida outbreak. Since the use of steroids and antibiotics became commonplace in modern medicine, candida outbreaks have also become commonplace. These are oftentimes causes of infections on the face and other parts of the body. Curing oneself from any illness always depends on knowledge and habits. One of the biggest influences over our overall health is our diet and the foods we take into our body. Food affects much more than our weight, as it influences the overall acidity of our body, which in turn affects our overall health and how exposed we are to overall illness. At last, infections can be eliminated fast and for good in as little as 12 hours. Fact: there are hundreds of dangerous drugs to treat candida, yeast infections, and thrush, and very few all-natural cures. Prescription drugs have horrible and dangerous side effects, while all-natural cures don't. If you want to know if you have, or want to get rid of candida, yeast infections, thrush, or other similar infections, click the link in the description immediately to rid yourself of candida yeast infections.